All right, man. So another thing I want to talk about, man, Do or Die, the legendary group from Chicago, Do or Die, Chicago legendary rap group, have been having a resurgence of a sort. Do or Die, their 22-year-old song, Do You. I remember when that song came out. Um, that has had a resurgence and went viral on TikTok, and they released a music video for a single that goes so hard that they never shot from back in the day. Twista's in the video, AK and B-Lo in the video. I don't know where Nard is, but Nard ain't even on the song. But RIP to Johnny P. RIP to the legendary Johnny P, man. But this is what I want to talk about. It just got me thinking because I'm seeing Do or Die outside again. They were on Beehive, they're on Off the Porch, they're on different podcasts, and they're capitalizing off of this moment of the song going viral. Do You? Now, Do You was a classic song, just like a lot of classic songs that they've made. But it made me just look back and be like, damn, you know what? Do or Die was one of the toughest groups out, in the late 90s going into the early 2000s. Why are they overlooked when you're talking about some of the greatest rap groups of all time? How come they get overlooked amongst other rap groups? When you think about, top rap groups and stuff like that, you don't ever hear their name, period. And I think I understand why, but I'm so glad that these brothers are getting their flowers because, man, let me say this. I still listen to Do or Die's music. I'm not talking about the old stuff. I'm talking about the new shit. The new shit. Do or Die amongst like other groups. What I can say in 2025 and going back to 23, 24, the albums that they put out, I can say they sound just as fresh as they did back in the 90s. Do or Die stays consistent with their sound. Even though Johnny P has passed away, AK and B-Lo, they have been able to find other singers, shout out to Scotty, and other singers that are able to kind of take the formula that Johnny P did, or the Do or Die Johnny P formula, however you want to call it, and they still make good records, man. And they still sound, they didn't abandon their sound just like other rap groups have. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the rap groups back then who sold way more records than Do or Die, that accomplished way more than Do or Die, they're legendary, but Do or Die still makes songs that are reminiscent of the songs they used to make in the late 90s. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Check out their album, The Storm. The Storm, dope I'm talking about from top to bottom. They had to put out a album during COVID. It's like I listen to Do or Die like every time they drop a project. They get overlooked a lot. But I can tell you, if you go listen to their recent stuff, just go and type in Picture This Too and all those different albums. The Withdraw EP with Twista, the song Aquafina. I'm giving them their flowers now because they're one of the only rap groups that I could think about, or artists in general, that still give me that Do You sound, that Poe Pimp sound in 2025, in the 2020s and stuff like that. And that's rare to find. So I had to shout them out for that. But why does Do or Die get overlooked? Why does Do or Die get overlooked? For one, I think the biggest thing was because it felt they were more like a more underground group, even though they weren't, right? They were on Rap A Lot. Rap A Lot was more of like an independent kind of rap label, and Do or Die they didn't have the marketing dollars behind them. And I think that's where that kind of the lines got blurred and stuff like that. They didn't have as many hit records, but they had street records that were popular and stuff like that. But when you talk about exposure, Rap A Lot didn't really have as big of a budget as other rap labels around that time. You know what I'm saying? So meaning I think that if Do or Die was on like No Limit, or Do or Die was on Def Jam or something like that, they probably get appreciated more. But Rap A Lot, you kind of equate that to more Scarface, Ghetto Boys, other Texas rappers. You know what I'm saying? Do or Die was a Chicago rap group, but you would kind of mistake them from being from the South because their beats and their production kind of hit hard. But those songs with Johnny P are so classic to me, and I love their style. I love Do or Die style now, but I think that being on more of like an indie rap label with Rap A Lot, they didn't have as much exposure as everybody else. All right, so that's one. My second point, I think, is why they get overlooked. Anytime, and they're doing interviews now, and they talk about it, right? They get often compared to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, right? 3-6 Mafia was able to avoid that. But when you think about Do or Die and Crucial Conflict, you immediately think about Bone Thugs and Harmony. And at that time, Bone Thugs and Harmony came out with that sound of the fast-paced harmony songs and stuff. Like, you know, Bone is my favorite rap group ever. But I think they get tossed up in that. And I think that since there already is a rap group like Bone that was rapping fast and had the harmonies and stuff, they were so massive at the time that a group like Do or Die looked like wannabes per se. They made dope songs. Don't get me wrong, classic songs. But I think, you know, they just kind of coincide with Bone, and they just in Crucial Conflict too, so they just get overlooked in that. You know what I'm saying? Now Twista and Bone are different because Twista more so was just rapping. He was a spitter more so. Do or Die was kind of a mixture of Twista and Bone. They was on the player type of stuff, but I think that Bone has a lot to do with them kind of getting overlooked because there was already one rap group with that style. You know what I'm saying? So who are people going to go to first? Their rap beef that they had back in the day, people chose a side. Bone was the bigger group. So I think that's another reason why that they don't get, you know, they kind of get overlooked and stuff. But nonetheless, I'm glad that these brothers are getting their flowers. I'm glad that they're back outside now. And I hope that this sheds a light on the projects that they've been putting out recently, because they've been independent and not getting no love like that as they should. You know what I'm saying? But and you know, and I blame me too, because I could have made a video talking about these songs, and I think I did talk about them, but you know, I'm talking about like individual videos, really recognizing who they are. So what I'll say is this, and I'm gonna put you on game. If you want to hear some good music from Do or Die, and I'm talking about recent music, not just the old stuff, man, check out let me see, The Storm that came out in 2022. I still bump songs from that. Where's that other album they had? Check out the Withdraw album with Twister. That was the EP that came out. And then there was another one. Let me see, because they had a song called Lap Dance that I liked on there. Okay, yeah. So this album was called The Pass Out. Yeah, go check out The Pass Out too. Pass Out came out in like 2020. So yeah, man. Shout out to Do or Die though. Shout out to Do or Die, AK, Nard, even though you ain't around them no more. And then Bilo. They should get their flowers now, and they need to stop being overlooked, because I can tell you, I go back and listen to their songs often. Can you smoke and ride with a player like me? And them and Johnny P, just the combination of Do or Die, Johnny P, and Twister was just unbeatable. And to this day, anytime Twister hops on a song with them, fire. I can't name you one bad song I've heard with Twister and Do or Die anytime they're together, especially when you got Johnny P and everything like that. Man, like it's crazy. But yeah, this is a Do or Die appreciation video. So they're also on Chance the Rapper's new album. Sounds great. Make sure that you go and check that out. I think that's like the first song that's on there, or the one of the first songs. And I think they did a video and all this other stuff. So that's real good. I love to see newer rappers collab with the OGs and stuff like that. So I'm just glad they're getting their flowers, man. But y'all let me know what you feel about Do or Die. What's your favorite Do or Die song? Mine might be Player Like Me and You, but I don't know, man. I like Just Ballin'. I like Nobody's Home. Just a whole bunch of stuff, man. But y'all let me know in the comments how you feel about Do or Die, all that good stuff, man. But subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/ResView, and I will see you on the next episode. Peace.